what's on the screen. Okay, so we've tried to make it really lightweight, really easy for a non-P6 person to get a layout that they need and continue forward. Now you can coach them and help them get that set up, or if they have an idea, understand these, they can turn these off. So it's very simple to just go ahead and turn off a field, and it takes it off the screen. It doesn't delete it, of course. They can always put it right back on if they've made a mistake. Okay. So you can see in this example, I turned off the suspend and resume. But if you do use that, you can certainly turn it off. Okay. And if I make a change, all I have to do is just go to the layout and say save it. And those changes will be there in that layout the next time I log in. Okay, so that's a bit of the lay of the land. Now let's actually do some updates. So you can see that, hey, these are already updated. And I have this little field called business process state. That is our field for CAPPS, letting you know what's going on with this update. This is letting me know that I've done the update, but I haven't got it approved yet. Okay, so that might mean that the approving person just didn't have a chance to approve it as of yet. Maybe I did it today and they only approve every Friday, for example. So this is just letting me know whether or not I've had it approved or rejected, or whether they've even touched it as of yet. So right now, these have been updated once. You can see right here, I've got some updates on it, but they haven't approved it as of yet. Okay, so that's just a little helpful tool for you to know what's going on with the updates so far. Okay, so the typical things that you might update in a meeting is you might run through the activity. Okay, how are we doing on our piping? So you got started quite a long time ago. This is a very long activity, and you want to know whether or not this is completed. Okay, so it's supposed to be finished in October. Let's just go ahead and say that this got updated, and let's say that we're going to finish it this week. Okay, so we're on the 18th here. I'm on the 18th. I think you guys are on the 19th. And I can say that I actually have finished it. Okay. I can also put a note in there about how it went, whether there's any issues and so on. Okay. So finished, in this case, early. That's one down. Now this one was started. Well, it looks like I just started it yesterday. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put that back to last week. And I'm saying so far that there's still 30 days to go, okay, or 240 hours in terms of elapsed duration to go. Now, I can certainly update how many hours are left, okay, so 30 days. I can say I have 25 days left, or I can use the field over here called expected finish. So I can use different methods to do the updating. Okay. Again, I can put a note if I wish to explain what's going on with that activity. Now this one, I'm supposed to get started next week. And so I can leave that. I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, I got it started. Let's say today, okay? And again, I can have a remaining duration. Now, you might realize that this activity is going to take you longer than expected, okay? So again, you can go ahead and update that. Now, as you're walking through, I can do one project at a time if I wish. In this case, I have more than one project, and I may not want to show all the projects. So I have different methods that I can use in terms of the updating. Okay, so it just depends on your particulars for your particular projects. You can do the updating in different ways. Okay, so let me just turn that one back on just to see. Actually, that was just my test project. I probably shouldn't have been using it. It would have been better to use these ones here. So let me go ahead and make sure that I've got one started. I've got one coming up, and I've got one that's underway, but I'm going to go ahead and make this be a bit longer. And I'm going to go ahead and put an expected finish on one of these, just so you get an idea of different methods that you can use for updating. Okay. Okay. Now, that was my tasks, and I did that updating maybe in a meeting with the engineering company, Engineering X company. Once I've got those updates in, I can go ahead and save them. Okay. Now, it's letting you know it sent those messages over to P6.